Okay. My God. When I look at these news channels, now, my God, it's just war, strike, war. Iran, U.S., Donald Trump. My God, what the hell is going on right now, man? Oh, boy.
The Israeli military says it's planning for at least 1 to 2 more weeks of strikes on Iran. And while retaliation from Tehran is slowing thanks to U.S. strikes on missile launchers, incoming fire has not stopped.
Just over an hour ago, Israel shot down an Iranian ballistic missile over Tel Aviv, as our senior correspondent Trey Yingst was reporting.
Right now, air raid sirens are sounding across Tel Aviv. Israeli air defense is
not allowed to show
incoming Iranian
war,
ballistic missile fire.
Or my channel gets in trouble.
Time since the middle of the night that the Iranians have launched an attack against central Israel. Israel's missile defense system soaring through the skies, working to shoot down this incoming fire.
Holy!
Right
it's crazy to see that stuff in action.
Now with the latest on the ground. Good morning, Trey.
Yeah, hey Lawrence, good morning. A senior Israeli official telling Fox News that the Iranian regime is having trouble coordinating and communicating as these strikes intensify against the Iranian capital of Tehran. They're going after what they call the repression mechanism of the regime, the IRGC headquarters, the Basij headquarters, and other locations where officials were commanding the crackdown on protesters earlier this year. It comes as the IDF released a new video today showing an F-35 fighter jet shooting down an Iranian warplane over the skies of Iran, the first dogfight and kill for the Israelis since the 1980s. Tel Aviv was under fire overnight as Iran is still trying to get off more ballistic missile fire. There have been 5 separate attacks over the past 12 or so hours. Much of that interception taking place overhead of Israel's second largest city. But U.S. Central Command is also releasing some new video showing them going after the ballistic missile launching positions inside of Iran. We also understand the Americans and the Israelis are going after the storage and production facilities there. And while the Israelis are looking east, they're also looking north to the Iran-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. Some very interesting developments this hour. The IDF just released a massive evacuation order for southern Beirut. This is the Dakhya neighborhood, a Shia Hezbollah stronghold, and they are telling all civilians in this area to evacuate immediately, an indication they are going to continue this bombardment campaign. And tonight, Lebanese leadership is expected to speak about the threat of Hezbollah in their country. Again, a change in tone from the Iranian president and prime minister because they understand that Hezbollah is now threatening the structure and stability of their country. Guys?
Hey, Trey, when you look at what's happening now inside Iran, they still seem to be talking tough again, and we don't see much in terms of defections. Is there a sense, is Iran thinking, holding on and not losing is winning?
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to read you a post that Iran's foreign minister put on X after the news of an American torpedo took down an Iranian frigate off the coast of Sri Lanka. And he says, in part, mark my words, the U.S. will come to bitterly regret precedent it has set. And so there's still a tough talk, despite the fact that Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, along with dozens of other leadership positions in Iran, have been taken out so far.
Well, I don't think President Trump will regret anything when it comes to sinking the enemy warship with a torpedo. I think it's really cool. This is the first time we've used a torpedo since World War II, Trey.
Really
cool. Absolutely. And this was a major victory, according to U.S. officials at sea, and an indication that the Americans will strike Iran and its military all over the world wherever they are located. And we talked about this last hour, but I think it's really important to underscore here how we the President Trump gave the Iranians an olive branch. He offered them at the negotiating table a lot of concessions.
That footage of them hitting that ship.
A peaceful nuclear program that would allow them to stop threatening U.S. forces in the region and American allies here in the Middle East. And the Iranians rejected his offer. He sent U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner first to Oman and then to Switzerland. And Steve Witkoff said in an interview with Fox earlier this week that the opening position for the Iranians was that they had 460 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium that could make 11 nuclear bombs. That's how they started the diplomatic talks with the United States. And now they're wondering why this operation is taking place. And so there is still a lot of tough talk, but while the Iranians are talking, the Americans are...
I saw something earlier said there will be some radicals on their way to the U.S. to do stuff. Like, just expect it.
Striking.
So just to follow up on Brian's question about defections, I guess the question, Trey, is, are there any protests happening in Iran? Are there
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. Good Lord, man! I'm surprised. This could be kicking it off. I was just gonna say I'm surprised. Part of me is kind of surprised WW3 ain't like in full effect, but I'm glad it's not. Man, well, hopefully they stop soon. You know what I mean? My God. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Got any more details, let me know. There was like 19 new videos on Fox when I went to check it out. So there's a lot going on, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a lot going on. I'm sure I've missed some stuff.